Okay, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed watching that recap. And you know, it just is amazing. I got a wee bit emotional watching it back because it just has been wonderful and so exciting and such a privilege to be on this journey with you and to learn all of the things that we have been learning. And thank you so much for being part of that and for just tuning in every week and yeah, finding out all of these names for God and reasons that God can be trusted. So, boys and girls, we're on our very last story in our I Am book, our very last name for Jesus from the book. And I'm going to show you something this morning that I've brought with me. Ta-da! This is, of course, a crown. Now, I wonder if wearing this crown suddenly makes me the ruler. Yeah, I wonder if it makes me the ruler of this house. Wearing a crown, because it's not even made of gold, it's real plastic gold. Wearing this crown does not make me the king. Wearing this crown makes me look really good and really important, but it doesn't make me the king just because I'm wearing it. And you know what, boys and girls? There are kings in the world. There are kings of different countries. There are rulers, and they have power for a little while of the country that they're in charge of. But what happens is, whenever someone's a king of a country here on earth and they die, the crown just gets given to somebody else and they become the new king. Boys and girls, we are thinking about how this morning that Jesus is the King of Kings and he is the King forever. Nobody can ever be the King of Kings. Only Jesus is the King of Kings. And Jesus will be King of Kings forever. There is no one else who can take that crown because it belongs to Jesus, because he is the Son of God and he will rule forever. And we're going to be thinking this morning about what that means for us. And we've got a very exciting book in the Bible to be looking at this morning because we are thinking of the very last book in the Bible. I wonder, does anybody know what that book's called? Yeah, it's called the Book of Revelation. You can see maybe in this little picture here, it says Revelation. We're thinking about the very last book in the Bible, and it's a super exciting book because it's different from all the other books in the Bible. All of the other books in the Bible tell us amazing things. They tell us things that have already happened. In the Book of Revelation, it tells us about things that are going to happen. And it tells us about amazing truths about heaven and about God and about Jesus. And that's what we're going to be thinking about this morning. Now, I don't really have as many pictures this morning because it's really hard for us to imagine or to try and put into pictures what the book of Revelation describes. But we just have to trust that everything we're learning about is true, and we have to ask God to help us to understand it. The most important thing that we're going to learn this morning is that Jesus is the King of Kings. He will be King forever, and having Jesus as our King means that we get to be with him forever in heaven, and heaven is an amazing place, and that's what we're going to be thinking about this morning too. And there are some things that are hard to understand about the book of Revelation, and I find them hard to understand, but the most important thing is that Jesus is the King, and he will always be the King, and he can be your King, and you can be part of his family forever. I've got a wee clip this morning for us to watch together to help us learn some more about these big, big truths. They are very, very exciting truths, and yeah, we will think some more about this after the wee clip.